Hey there, Aquarius community. So, Tiger's here with a story for this wonderful community. As usual, I don't know what's going to happen, but the vibe I'm picking up in the air is there's an Aquarius who's been putting in work. You've been putting in work, but there's something there. Could be a block. So, what I'm getting is you're putting in work, you're stacking things up for the Aquarius in this story, making the staircase to the next level. But there is a burden that's around, or maybe there is a cycle again that Aquarius is like, this feels familiar. I've dealt with this before. So they're seeing how to work with this not new, it's an old cycle, but in a different time. And this is what could be having them feel grounded in a sense of protection, because instead of just reacting, they are taking a step back and seeing what they want from it. What is it that I want to learn? What is it that I got to get through this to get to where I'm going? And that's that finding a way to fit the pieces together. And what I see when I had collected this rock, it was so neat. Look at how it looks like it's been pieced together by the ocean. Pieced together by Poseidon. Is it Poseidon or Neptune? Neptune might be the rivers and stuff. Or vice versa. Anywho, but see how it fits together? And I feel like this is what Aquarius is doing with current lessons. They're finding a strategy for things that are coming at them. But this strategy could be having them over-focused. I mean, it's wonderful to work into this North Node energy, which you can sense that's here. And that North Node is the I am ready to learn. It represents the energy you are here to integrate in this lifetime. But over-focusing on it definitely is going to take away. And what I got was like the teeth hurting like back here. But it wasn't a sense of like cavity pain. It was a sense of like clenching, or what they call is like TMI dysfunction. TMJ, not too much information. TMJ dysfunction. And it has to do with the muscles here, and that a person is really gritting their teeth. It could be during the waking hours. It could be during the sleep. Some people actually have to have mouth guards because of this. And this can come on for many different reasons, but here I'm not feeling like it's really anxiety triggered. If it is, it could be dealing with this cycle that reminds you of a past situation. So don't over focus into that too much. And what I had follow that is the throat chakra. And when the throat chakra is in balance, it represents expression, creativity, clear communication, and confidence in speaking. But when it's out of balance, there is a fear of speaking, there is shyness, and then there becomes social anxiety, where a person's going to be drawn back from wanting to go into places where there's X amount of people and more. And then what also is coming in is your destiny for the Aquarius in this story is in your hands. And the color I seen with that, because I have this little sparkly that's on my Buddha. I don't know if the lighting will be able to pick it up. I'm seeing the sparkly right in the hand down in there, and it's red. When I see it. Yeah. And I've never seen that before. And red is the most powerful color because it's passion. It's driven by passion. And so I feel like whatever this Aquarius is passionate about, whatever they really want, whatever they're leading their life in love towards, it's in their hands. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to come out. But I'm definitely ready to get this started. So let's go ahead and start with the introduction. I have the universe of the unicorns. Or no, Oracle of the Unicorns. Here we go. Oracle of the Unicorns. To start out, the introduction. Yeah, I have no idea what's in store, but let's go. Something that's confusing and not seen. Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Could this have to do with the over-focusing? When we over-focus, we tend to want to bring more control into the situation. Is there any control of what's going on here? Or is it mere working with the elements that are around and being in that moment? The chains of control are very heavy. All right. Something that Aquarius is, a couple of things that they're at odds ends with. It comes to intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Aquarius. What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you want around you? What is the unicorn? You might be seeing it, but you're not really feeling it in a sense. And you're not having courage with whatever you're receiving. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. And that came in reverse. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm getting that sense of control. Trying to control what divine is sending. Aquarius, trying to narrate it to something else maybe. Something that Aquarius doesn't see is awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious, Aquarius. I'm on this roller coaster with you right now. I am. Woo-wee. So ancestors, guides, all of them are basically saying, hey, 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 it's in your hands. What are you going to do? Are you going to listen? Are you going to have the courage to listen? Stop saying that it's not for you. Know that it is. 2 more cards. Here we go. Sanctuary. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on a retreat. And this was in reverse. So this is a big cleanse out. That's what I'm feeling. If you notice this unicorn, it looks like they have some dew on them. When you go on retreats, when you go into that sanctuary, it is definitely a time to cleanse out everything that is like a burden. And I feel like this intuition, you're at odds end because it's sending you some kind of message about a unicorn here that you're supposed to align with. It could be work, it could be with a certain thing, it could be with a certain person, but it's a unicorn. It's something that's meant to be right beside you. It's something beautiful that you're seeing. And going in and cleansing out may help you understand why this is all coming into the thoughts, because it could be random thoughts that are coming up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm an Aquarius, and I've been having some incoming messages, especially since Leo season, and it has to do with a unicorn situation, and I'm like, why am I seeing this? It's not only you. Don't feel like the Aquarius in this story is not only you. We're within the same frequency. Everybody has stuff happen to them, but what's different is each house, I say, represents a different frequency. It can represent a different dimension. And if you really want me to get nerdy on you, is each day of the week too represents a different dimension, a different frequency. Same with each month of the year. So each day we all, as all humans, go through that day's energy. But again, because our energies represent different parts of us that we really function in more than others, how we translate it, but also how we deal with it could be different. It could be the same darn thing, which I was seeing here with the other ones. It was almost the same thing, but it was a different way that, let's say, a Capricorn would handle it from a Scorpio. So don't mistake that there are some congruencies where we are having this, what is it called? It's a, group conscious. There we go. That's why you can meet certain people and you really click, and it's like you're already finishing each other's sentences and stuff. It's because you guys are closer in that group conscious together than somebody that really doesn't understand your style of communication or your outlook on stuff. Because they say that we all are a part of a big quilt in a sense. And when it comes down to certain, like, what do they say? Soulmates, karmics, now it's the twin flames, is those ones are just like immediates. They're like right there from you. If you were to flip your piece over, you'd be right on them. Or if they were to flip their piece over, they would be right on you. All right, so something, that Aquarius isn't seeing. Celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Well, holy crud, why wouldn't your unicorn be looking for you too? Unicorns are sacred. They go. It's like, I hate to say this, like any other animal. Right here. But they're gonna go to things that are just as sacred. Like, you see all my birds? You see how I made a bird bath? I didn't have to like spend a lot of money. It's a bowl. It's a bottom of a pot that the pot, when it was on it, it would cause too much moisture. But you see how much they enjoy it. Why? Because it's a sense for them to bathe. It's a sanctuary. So if you're like this person who's really doing it up, you're gonna attract things that are just gonna be like, hey, that are really unique, that are matching vibration, that are closest to what I would say is in that group conscious when it comes down to, like I said, the energies who are more around, who think more alike, who move like you move a little bit more. But our greatest gifts are being individuals. All right, so what I have here is the 9 of Pentacles. Something that's been grown, maybe something that's been invested. This definitely has to do with them pentacles, the coins. For me, that's stability, that's growth. What is it? Aha. It has to do with the King of Pentacles. Or maybe Aquarius is operating at a King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is an upright. This King of Pentacles may not be Aquarius, because it's followed by this Page of Wands energy in reverse. This King of Pentacles energy, it looks good. It's reached as far as it will go. But for some reason, there's a side to him that has a lot of things up their sleeve. A lot of things up their sleeve. This person is very tricky. They're immature. They think they're this, it's like a Casanova energy. Like, they come in, hey there, how you doing? This is this offer. I'm everything plus something more than whatever you imagined. Oh yeah, I bring it in. But on the other side, it's like it's a more than one thing deal. And it's kind of like buying a house that was at a really, really good deal. You know, you got it for a really low, small price, you know. Maybe it was a little fixer-upper. You knew about a few of the issues, but bam. It was actually came with a lot of problems. A lot of problems. A lot of it could be very, like, I don't want to say combative, but it could be like internal conflict kind of problems. Very immature. Then I have the Four of Pentacles. Let's see. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles here. Following that. It was something. Whatever this energy is, it didn't want you to let go. It didn't want you to let go. Let's get a clarification for the Four of Pentacles. What is the clarification for this Four of Pentacles? All right. So, yeah, the clarification for the Four of Pentacles falls out in side position as a confused Knight of Wands. Yeah, very egotistic, like comes in, I'm creative, I'm this, I'm that, I'm everything, you know, a person should need. And on the other side, they're coming in and they're doing some stuff that's very sneaky, very underhanded, that's overstepping the boundaries kind of situation. Want to keep you surrounded by their tricks. And then I have blocked, but yet trying to unblock from this burden. And then what we don't see is how this energy tries to keep this Aquarius surrounded. Life is a constant battle. You never seem to get a break. Your heart will be heavy. You doubt your own worth. You are overextended, overcommitted. You will be tested. No rest from your burdens. Your responsibilities are suffocating you. Look for new creative solutions to your problems. Make changes in your life. This tells me, how do you keep reinvesting in this? How is it that somehow you're still picking it up and you haven't disconnected from this? I'm wondering if this has to do with a past block. A past block that definitely had some influences from a situation that dressed good, may have looked good, thought they had themselves on such a high pedestal, but they weren't nothing. And for some reason, though, this situation has left its mark on Aquarius. And as I was saying that, is it's left its mark because it leaves Aquarius unsure how to pursue that unicorn. The tie down is the anxieties around this situation still being around. Maybe the block is not getting in touch with that intuition, not seeing what they want. Again, because somehow they've tied this situation to it. They haven't transcended, they haven't climbed the stairs to get past it in a sense. There hasn't been a full cleanse out of letting it go. What I'm hearing is to give it to the divine. And as I was saying that, this is the card that pops out. This is what's under judgment. Arguments, legal, and contractual issues resolve in your favor. Oh, that's contractual issues. Okay. Resolve in your favor. If you have wronged someone, seek reconciliation and forgiveness. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. Find a new career. If you have been in a low period, this card signifies a turnaround. This turnaround happens is when you move past this. Whatever this is, this icky trickster of an energy. I mean, you can get into a place where you get employed, and when you first walked in, when you first inquired, when you first read about it, it seemed all right. I mean, there could have been a few red flags that you noticed. You was open, but now you feel like you're kind of stuck there in a sense. Like it somehow it has some kind of control or some kind of barrier around you, when all you need is the awareness that nothing has you in a box except for yourself. Nothing keeps you away from what you want except for yourself. You have made these stairs to your next ascension, but for some reason you haven't started climbing them yet. And again, it has to do with this stability that never came in, this fair person, or this fair person who wasn't fair, and somehow how the situation is still around. Ooh, this is weird. This is really weird. What else can you tell me about the present and this burden? The part of the burden is, how do I give myself that emotional stability to go, to take off, maybe to defend what is mine, to know that whatever this is, its focus isn't even here towards this Aquarius. In all honesty, this focus, whatever the situation, is somewhere else. It's on this judgment. For some reason, it is worried about this judgment. It's worried about Aquarius moving forward. Judgment's Pluto energy. It's worried about Aquarius's transformation. Scorpio energy is the 8th house. It's transformation through relationships. They're scared of their old act ending its phase in Aquarius's life. This could be an employer that's afraid of this. This could be a partner, past partner, maybe somebody who wanted to have you entertain them, but this is somebody who's really upset that even every time that somehow that this energy came in to affect you, even though it did, you still went off in your own direction. And that was you, in a sense, freeing yourself from, or trying to get away from this block. But you always turn back. You always look back. It's like when you run. They say if you want to run fast, you don't look back. Don't look back if you're trying to outrun something. Don't, because that takes momentum from you moving forward. That's going to be the same in your book of life. Every time you keep going back, you can never keep moving forward. You keep looking back. You keep turning the pages to go back. What I'm hearing, it was just unfair. That's what Aquarius would express here. It just seems so unfair how it all worked out. It really pulls at them. What else needs to come out? It pulls at them. It pulls at their emotions. It pulls at the passion. Oh. Oh, this is it pulls. It pulls at something that's a trigger for this Aquarius. That's what it is. It pulls at something that's a trigger. Yeah. This person's not very nice. This person's not very nice because they still want to keep acting like they're whatever. They don't want you to move forward, but they keep poking a trigger. What else needs to come out? Oh, we have a Knight of Swords show up. A Seven of Pentacles. There's something in the work. There is something in the works through the divine, and it has to do with this unicorn. I bet you. Because whatever it is, there's a Knight of Swords coming. There's a Knight of Swords. They're almost out of confusion about something. They've almost built up something. They're almost rooted in it. For the Aquarius in this story, or it's Aquarius themselves who's getting ready to ride out. We have 3 Knights out. The only Knight that I'm missing, no, actually I have 4 Knights out. Let's see, I have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. No, that's 3. Where was I seeing a 4th at? I just have so many Knights out here. Uh-oh, is that 4th one going to pop up? Was that the Knight of Pentacles? That's what we're missing. I see Pentacles right here. But there's something. There is something that's brewing. And it's brewing, and it doesn't even... So this Knight of Swords, it could be something that's coming towards Aquarius. And it's just finishing doing its building. It's finishing doing... I'm hearing tying up loose ends. And it could have something to do with whatever this other one is. And I keep hearing this King of Pentacles as an imposter. And this person, whatever this energy is, it's going to overcome whatever this Knight of Wands that's attached to this King of Pentacles energy is. This Knight of Swords and this Knight of Cups are like gonna ride out. So it's Aquarius is balancing their emotions. They're really feeling how they feel about it all. And that's what's leading this change. Now it's just concreting it in the thoughts for Aquarius. If this isn't something coming in towards Aquarius, then this is Aquarius's buildup right here. This is showing how Aquarius is stacking things up. They're seeing how this was triggering them. Triggering the things that bother Aquarius. Oh, it's almost ready to go. Almost. Okay, so let's get... I want a clarity card. What is this Knight of Swords? What is this Knight of Swords? Oh, this Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands in reverse. Uh-oh. Controlling, overbearing, and quick to anger and to interpersonal relationships and at work. Judgment and intolerance of others' lifestyles and opinions. Ignorant, closed to new ideas, prefers to maintain a status quo. Prejudiced or prejudiced and rigid. This person creates conflict and unhappiness for you. And then I have the Three of Cups in reverse clarifying this Knight of Swords. Lack of exercise and overindulgent in food and drink result in weight gain. Arguments and misunderstanding. Confused feelings. Friends turn their back on you. Loss of social status. Feelings of loneliness and isolation. Take care of yourself and think positively. So there's a judgment coming in. I feel like it's against whoever this original energy is that acts like they're one way, but it's really something else. It's coming in, and I feel like a group is going to see what they've been up to. And somebody, whoever this Knight of Swords is, it's led by passion. It's led by a strict outlook on what they feel is right and what is wrong. These individuals, holy crap, Aquarius, they might know each other. You might be in a love triangle that you don't even know about, or some kind of conflict is around you, even in the workplace, family dynamic, something. But look at, they dress alike. They're from the same place. They meet up at the same table sometimes. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, there's some about them. There is some about these two energies. They're in a crowd. It's a crowd. And this one is it's lining stuff up, but they're gonna put it to whoever this other one is. Somehow, Aquarius, you got somebody in your corner and you don't even know it. For Aquarius, they're rising up as this one, the Knight of Cups. They're rising up through their emotions. They're tapping in. They're unblocking themselves that way. But there's a lot happening. And I'm feeling like whoever that other one, this is the unicorn that you're not seeing. Because this is all happening, if you notice, on this side of the table. Not much is happening on this side. What's happening on this side is the courage, awareness, and the sanctuary. The freedom, the celebration is boom right here. But that intuition and that unicorn lineup, all right there. Oh, something is happening behind the scenes somewhere, and you don't know it. And it might be something that's at a distance. It's at some kind of distance from the Aquarius in this story. Woo-wee! Anything else want to come out for the present? Oh, something Aquarius doesn't see. This is really far. Really far. Really hard to pick up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, who is it? It's Aquarius! It's that wish fulfillment. You don't see it. It's off pretty far. And if you see, I struggle to pick it up. Oh man, it's right there. Something is coming to being fulfilled. There's something in the mix here. Holy moly. I don't even want to talk about a block, but I got to keep moving forward. But we have to, because the block's going to have to do with the courage, with you cleansing out, with you getting closer to this intuition, or what's blocking all of this stuff, I should say. All right, so let's go ahead, angels, ancestors, help me out. What is it about the block? What is it that blocks Aquarius? It's having or not having the movement into those emotions, into the passions, like what you really want at your core. Look at that. I was talking about your destiny is in your hands. Remember, I was talking about the red in the Buddha's hands. Look at that. I didn't even spot that at first. But it's creating the movement to understanding that the destiny is literally in your hands. So the block is you're not seeing that. You haven't fully concreted it in the emotions either. 5 of Cups. There's some you got to let go. That's that burden. Some emotionally you got to drain out before you start fulfilling yourself again. What else needs to come out? So I have this King of Staves that comes out in reverse. Maybe letting go of others. Whatever other situation that was really overbearing on you. It didn't really go with you. I mean, at one time in the present, you know that you cared about whatever this situation. At that time, it was a good match. You can see how you matched it, flame to flame, stuff like that. But it's also something that you really see how that situation left their mark on you. And it's something that you really dwell in. It's something that you don't understand or see how quite to move within that lesson. How that lesson has really opened up other paths into like even deeper, more passionate direction. Like I would say understanding that whatever happened in the past is definitely setting up standards. It helps create boundaries for whatever new is meant to come in. Not boundaries, say, to keep the unicorn in, but I would say boundaries to keep the darn thing out of your garden all the time, eating up everything that you got when you need it, or you need something specifically, or maybe something to keep it out of something that's gonna like not be good for their system. Let's face it, we got to protect our nature friends too, right? They don't always understand what we understand. But also drawing up boundaries is showing others how you like to be treated, how you're going to be respected. And like I said, you're not trying to keep it in. You're just trying to show where you need to be respected. And that's okay. It is okay. Let's see, what else is the block? What else needs to come out for the block? This comes out onto that Queen of Wands and into that Moon in reverse. Not being able to move, not understanding that you do have the destiny in your hands and putting an end to this cycle. Seeing that you've learned these boundaries because this is a way of taking care of yourself. This person kept triggering whatever it was because they were going over your boundaries. That's what it was, or this situation. And kept taking and poking and poking and poking. And finally you got fed up and was like, I'm out. I'm not doing it. People don't understand, like, we're not going to put up with you for very long when you act like an ass to us. It's just, bye, Felicia. Yeah, but I feel like this one won't let go. They won't let go. That's why they're still popping up here. But let's see what else came out. So the block has to do with feeling like maybe you've already reached. You reached your peak within yourself somehow. I don't know. If I'm talking to certain energy for this Aquarius that is sensitive with, let's say, aging. You felt like whatever you had to deal with so long, now we're at this point is, did I miss my opportunity? Because a Queen of Wands is depicted as a woman who's older. Did I miss my opportunity by making these choices? Did I miss my opportunity by handling this way? Did I miss my opportunity because I had to deal with this situation at hand? Or did this person, this situation, help me miss my opportunity? I say that because I've been on some other tarot reader stuff, and I believe they talk about how this moon card, you have to be careful. Because if it's flipped in a certain way, that could be something sinister that's going on behind the closed doors. Could be somebody who's putting some effort towards making sure this Aquarius doesn't get out of where they have this Aquarius boxed in. And if you think about moon card, moon is Neptune energy, which is associated with Pisces. That's that mystical kind of stuff. And I will leave it at that. I will leave it at that. But it's feeling like, again, you've built to the peak of something. You may have missed your opportunity, working your world out. Working the world out in the way that you wish you could right now. Or the way that you wish you would have had. The way that you wish you would have gone. It's maybe because you've taken in so much, you're understanding so much, and you're seeing things from a different perspective. So this tells me that the Aquarius in this story keeps going back, and they're looking back on everything, and they're wondering if they made all the right choices, if they missed something, somehow dealing with whatever this King of Pentacles situation was. Did they miss an opportunity? Did they entertain something for so long? Did they not handle it right? Because I really feel like this Prince of Swords, which is the page, maybe I handled it, too tenderly. Maybe I didn't come in swift like a queen or like a king would have. Maybe I should have did that. I don't know, but here it shows that you were being governed by your subconscious and your conscious. You had stuff aligned. You were following what you could for at that time. Now, if you're reflecting so many years later, it's because you've learned so much. Don't put yourself at the stake because you've learned so much, Aquarius. That's not fair. That's taking your destiny out of your hands right there, because you keep going back and you're like, well, I wish this would have worked out different. Somehow this situation is keeping me from having the courage of where I need to go, because somehow I feel like I'm going to deal with this again. Man, forget that situation. That don't got nothing on Aquarius. Look at how much farther you are. You're way over here, and this thing is way over there. If I was to read it like a story, like boop 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 boop, bam! You are farther ahead in whatever you're doing, however you're evolving, than this person, this situation, because it's still coming in like a trickster. It doesn't understand what it needs to do itself. I don't know, but whatever it is, I just see a whole bunch of something else rising up. We'll call it karma. We'll call that unicorn karma. And stuff is going to hit the fan for that one. It's just things are going to be surrounding it itself, I feel like. So let's go ahead and start with the conclusion, because this is about Aquarius. We're not going to dive too deep into whoever that false person is. I'm hearing impersonator is. Be careful. Be careful, because if Aquarius has been dealing with some weird things, especially on the internet kind of stuff, weird calls, all of a sudden, ooh, see how that popped up? All of a sudden, they're getting spam stuff. Me, it might be them, me. I wouldn't take it personal. I would not take it personal. And to help create the movement is be true to yourself. Be tender. Be true. You know, if you feel like you're lacking some self-esteem, you know, you feel like everything's out of control, you know, that insecurities are singing so much to you, and it's leaving you procrastinating. That's that solar plexus. You got to step into the self-discipline, because there is personal power when you exercise your self-discipline. You'll find joy, motivation, and even more confidence when you're in that discipline. If you're going to be so disciplined and being hard about yourself, be so disciplined and encouraging yourself, being truthful to yourself. Be disciplined and moving in a direction away from this finally. Turn the page. Let's write a few more chapters. Leave this one in the dust, because this one has its own cycle that it's going to go through. Whatever this past situation was. Could be work, family, friend, relationship, acquaintance. And bringing in your own personal support. Because I have parental care right here. Not everybody has a parent that they could call, or maybe call a parent. But what I'm going to say is be your own supporter in this. Understanding how the situation really affected you. Really going into that intuition, the insight. What you've learned from this situation. Trusting that intuition. Again, this is going to help you step into that personal power. What else needs to come out? It's a windfall. I'm hearing it's going to be a windfall of events that happens to whatever's being built up over here. You may feel it intuitively, but whatever happens, it's their own demise. It's their own doing. And I just know that there's energies in the works that's seeing what happened. Let's see. It's kind of it's kind of like working at a workplace that you know is violating a bunch of codes, and you finally move on from that workplace, and then like 6 months later, you hear that the health department's hitting them with stuff. Stuff can only function like that for so long before stuff hits the fan. I think I had it where I knew a person who got back pay from Subway after they even were fired or quit from Subway for so long. But they found that some kind of lawsuit went in and Subway had to pay out. That's what I do remember. So there could be, like I said, something that's in the works, but something is going to go toe to toe with this other one that you really felt like it was unfair however they treated you. And what I'm hearing is you got to get some rest. Get some rest. You're going to get some rest by retiring the situation out, cutting it out, letting it go its full cycle. Hanging on to how it was unfair isn't helping. It isn't feeding the intuition. But maybe using some kind of hobby to creatively express what it is that you feel. How can you let it go in a healthy way? Maybe something with journaling, maybe something with creating something. I'm not sure. That's up to the Aquarius in this story. But creative expression is a wonderful way to vent. Forgiveness. I mean, yeah, forgive this person, but forgive yourself. I think you dwell on it so much because you're so worried that you're going to make the same mistakes again. Forgive yourself, Aquarius. We all make mistakes. You weren't able to recognize the trickery or the tricks up this other energy sleeve because you were only at a certain spot in your life. You weren't at where you're at now intellectually, emotionally, even we'll say physically if you've been working on yourself over the years. See how much change that you had to work for, and understand when you look back on things, don't do it from a harsh view, but a view of gratitude. Because you keeping on was being true to yourself. Was being true to yourself the whole time. Oh yeah. I'm hearing one more card and then we're going to close it out. Woo-wee! Last card, what is it? Divine and universal energy. What is the last message for the Aquarius in this community? This comes on to support. This comes on to what's being built up. This is coming on to things that are happening in this cycle that you are unaware of. Oh, finances. Oh, something. You're confused about something. You're worried about something. But I'm saying something's in the works. With your finances, that's tied to your finances, that's tied to your stability. What it is, your groundedness, your sense of security. Because finances, yeah, I can tell you all day, oh, you're going to get money, you're going to get money. I can't tell you that. I don't know that. That's why I associate coins and pentacles with stability and groundedness. But whatever comes out, whatever is going to happen, there is going to be a sense of groundedness. Somebody's going to find their voice. Somebody's going to have that passionate outlook. Maybe see that they do hold that destiny right in those little hands of theirs. Seeing because they built up. Trying to do the best that they can. Trying to balance the light and the dark. Always trying to grow. Always trying to stay close within that heart, where those morals and ethics lie. Cleanse out from this. Cleanse out. It's a little yeeky energy that's still holding on, but that's okay. That's okay. That just means there's a little spot there that we haven't gotten to in our internal home that has this remnants of this trickery energy that we just gotta Or we just missed the spot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kind of think. I sound like a broken record when I say this, but everything happens for a reason. Everything happens. And whatever this direct energy is, it's meant to teach you. It's meant to bring you closer to your courage. It's meant to bring you closer to your awareness. It's meant to bring you closer to knowing that you don't wear the chains of anybody else. If you do, that's a pure choice. It really is. We choose to suffer for these others. You choose to keep looking back because you haven't fully cleaned out from this yet. So let's choose to fully cleanse out from this, and let's choose to see that we're holding our destiny in our hands and that the universe has our back. Stuff's gonna work out for us. All right, Aquarius community, thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.